and aggressive instincts for item acquisition. Your destination is the source of all skip drive manufacturing, the Arcadian system. However, for reasons that must remain classified for the moment, this colony is outside our jurisdiction. We have recently discovered that the drives are somehow responsible for the dangerous rift anomalies, the tears in the fabric of space itself. Without skip drives, interstellar travel is impossible. No conferences at which to tear apart your peers' half-baked theories. No jaunts to other systems to find rare historical items. No propagation of knowledge of any kind. In short, stagnation and death for the colonies. Your mission is to rendezvous with DeVries, our forward agent, and assist her in retrieving the information needed to determine exactly how the skip drives caused the rift anomalies. But be advised, if you or any member of your team are captured, you will be on your own. There will be no rescue. We cannot afford for this to turn into an intergalactic incident. Agent DeVries will be contacting you shortly to coordinate your plan of action. As always, I look forward to your academically grounded yet thoroughly imaginative musings in your summary report. Allah be with you and your team, Commander.
Agent Pascal told me to bring you your new model tactical time dilation device. They say these newfangled ones cost no, that ain't right. 10.25% less brain damage than the old ones. Yeah, impressive, huh? Way it seems to make everything move slower still feels a little weird to me, but they tell me I'll get used to it. They say the way it works is like, well, you know how parts of your brain can become damaged if you're in suspended animation too long? It kind of does the same thing. Oh no, they don't simulate it. It's the real McCoy. The lab coats swear it's perfectly safe. Science is amazing, ain't it? Listen to me, rambling on. So, well, anyway, here you go. Look, Commander, truth be told, I asked to deliver it to you. I was just hoping to get a moment to ask you for a pointer or two, you know, on how to be a great agent like yourself. Because, well, you're a legend. And the other agents, well, let's just say they disagree on just how I should go about it. Because you all know so much more than me, and I don't want to mess things up. Pascal likes to joke around about everything, but I like it when she says it's all about looking out for those who can't defend themselves. But Sandoval, he laughs at that. Says we gotta save people because they're too stupid to save themselves, and that we got righteousness on our side. Yeah, that there's some advice worth taking to heart. Anyway, thanks for giving me the time of day. Most superiors wouldn't. Oh, I almost plumb forgot to tell you. It's near time for Agent DeVries to establish contact. She's like you, top tier, one of the Earth Directorate's best. I know you'll like her. Anyway, we ought to be getting down to the main room and open up the channel. No need to wait on my account, Commander. I'll join you in just a tick.
Commander, your credentials are required to open the channel with Agent DeVries. Yours are currently located in your cabin.
Don't worry, you're not the only one who needs their gray matter rewired after hibernating our way through skip space, Commander.
Your cabin door appears... Commander, I've made an internal note for Agent Ibarra to look into the cause. In the interim, you will need to find another way in.
Whoa, that's sure faster than taking the stairs.
Commander, considering the danger and consequence of the mission we're about to undertake, I hope you'll forgive the lack of pleasantries. Arcadia is ruled by a dictatorship that calls itself the Protectorate. They are beyond secretive. However, it is their inability to even imagine that someone could infiltrate their system that has given us an advantage. One I've found a way to exploit spectacularly. As unbelievable as it may sound, once you make your way to my location in the skip labs, we will be liberating an unsealed skip core. Exactly right. But that whole story about the explosive seals being necessary to complete the circuit so they'll function? Well, it's a lie. The seals are just there to conceal the inner workings of the drive so no one else can duplicate them. Examining an unsealed one will be invaluable in helping our lab coats figure out how they cause the rifts. But you'll first need to make your way to the station proper from the landing pad. Hopefully so. Our mission's timing is fortuitous. Most of the sector security was reassigned to the far side of the station in preparation for the imminent visit of their sovereign's family. They decommissioned several landing pads, including ours, to give them fewer points of entry to guard, giving us fewer chances to be intercepted. You'll just need to reroute power to open the door to the sector once you've landed. Once you gain access to the sector, you'll need to shut down their communications to keep them from alerting anyone to our presence. Then, you'll need to handle their combat mechs. I've managed to leave caches of tools and intel for you throughout the sector. I'd take advantage of all of them, were I you. This may sound simple, but I cannot stress this enough. Do not underestimate the danger we face.
Come on, Agent. Haven't you heard? We're the best and brightest. We infiltrate corrupt governments before breakfast most days.
Do you think this is some kind of joke? The Protectorate are the worst of the worst and will not hesitate to string you up if you're caught, if you're lucky. They think nothing of regularly chemically lobotomizing their own subjects for even the slightest error. Your life isn't the only one at risk here. Don't tell me to calm down. You know what I've sacrificed, what I'm prepared to sacrifice still. I've spent the better part of a year laying the groundwork for this mission. I don't need a team led by some egghead refugee from academia fouling it up. Yes, of course. You were in command here. I apologize if I allowed my nerves to get the better of me. It will not happen again. I promise you. I need to go now. My absence will be noticed soon. Once you land, I'll patch in over comms and guide you through the sector.
Augustine! I mean, Agent DeFreeze. I just wanted to say we're all looking forward to working with you.
Who? Niles? Is that you? Law, what are you doing here? It's been so long.
I'm an agent. First assignment. Suppose I look a mite different now. Less grease. Oh, and no more smelling like fuel neither. Most days. Can't wait to see you once this is over, Agent. And good luck.
Same to you, Ibarra. DeVries out.
Navigator's warmed up in the cockpit, Commander. Whenever you're ready to fly us in.
each and every one of you. Yes, you.
Commander, Ibarra and I will secure the building down here, while you're upstairs restoring power to the door.
That smell. Did a Sprat get flash fried in here? The electrical system misfired somehow. Security's been triggered. This needs to be dealt with quickly.
YouTube death. Expiring without permission will result in demerits being assigned. A subject is better able to serve when all their blood is contained within...
Commander, we finished our sweep. I'd wager we could use the intercom to call for help, Commander. Must be a guard around here somewhere who can shut the mechs down. Screen's broken, so should be nothing to pass yourself off as one of their own. Always a good idea to have a cover story.
Cadet Warden 4th Class Corbin receiving. It's a glorious day in the Protectorate. How can I serve? Wait a moment. You're calling from landing pad 0-53? That's listed as decommissioned. And yet the defenses have come online? Please be so kind as to inform me of your name and ID number so that I may report you for this infraction. And hurry, please. The transmission of the Sovereign's family's arrival will start any moment. I can scarce afford the demerits missing it would entail. Mallory? Oh, now I understand. I'd heard you were, that your condition wasn't, optimal. What? I know I shouldn't be asking this, but what was it like? The mental refreshment? No! I mean, yes! Of course I would. Willingly. Were I to fail to adequately fulfill my duties to the Sovereign and the Protectorate, I am pleased you have been returned to us as a fully functioning subject. Sorry, I can't risk being sentimental. Forget I said that. It is my duty to report this. I'm sure the Arbiters will come get you out of there when they have the time.
Subjects. We all know that a structure is...
Can't waste no time reducing those mechs to scrap metal, eh, Commander? Commander, the situation is becoming more fluid than I'd originally planned for. We've got to change our approach. Split the team to handle comms and security concurrently.
Good to know DeVries is consistently on edge. Wasn't just me. You'd think she'd never been on a mission before. Everyone knows fluid's about the best you can hope for. Well, sitting here jawing ain't gonna accomplish much. Looks to be central dispatch on the right with security ops on the left. Which you taking, Commander? We'll hit the other. I figured that'd be your choice. Ibarra and I'll take central dispatch, then meet you at the skip labs. We'll stay well out of trouble, won't we, Cadet?
That's right. Like you told me, Commander, everyone's well-being depends on our success. If whatever's going on here is as bad as the Chief thinks, then we'll make an end of it.
Right. Well, then, notwithstanding Ibarra's enthusiasm here, or DeVries' concerns over fluidity, I'm fairly certain we've got this under control. Rest easy, Commander.
Agent Pascal, ma'am, I've been cogitating on how best to gain entry into Central Dispatch.
Security ops is heavily guarded, so be vigilant. You'll need to shut down security measures once you're inside. I've left a drop for you in the watch post. There's a key to a maintenance tunnel you can follow into the building. Suppose I could hear you out?
Getting shot, certainly part of it.
Fara, got any thought to how we ought to proceed? You're being awfully quiet.
Coming, honest. How about I, show you when we get to where we're going?
Jepson and I are in position above the sector, Commander. Path's been cleared. Only encountered one guard. He's been dealt with. You should have seen it. It wasn't pretty.
As long as it was done righteously in the name of the Earth Directorate. Right, Sandoval?
I wouldn't stand too close to the airlock when we're back on the ship, Pascal.
Why? Is there something wrong with the airlock?
I've stashed a knife in the maintenance access for you, with, instructions on how to use it to quietly bypass the guards.
Neighbor, I do all I can. That is my great sovereign's loving seen Maori since their return. The state they're in, it saddens me.
Yes, it is sad to be world. Otherwise, they'd have had the strength and constitution to emerge a better subject, more able to fulfill their duties.
Yes, that is exactly what I meant. Praise be to the Protector.
I've left some distraction devices in a floor panel by the scaffolding. Use them to breach the control room. Just wait until their guns are pointing away from your position.
When I couldn't tell them anything about this assignment. Didn't bother me, I assure you. It was just too close to implying that some jobs are less worthy than others for me to let lie. We all are equal in the service of the Sovereign.
You're here. I don't care where else. The bounty bestowed upon each of us is perfect. Thank the matriarch we don't live in one of those greed-driven corporatist colonies.
Questions are an addiction.
Worthy of review? There! Found you! Opting for better time!
Good. Those mechs should give you no more problems. Rendezvous with your crewmates outside and meet me at the skip labs as soon as possible. We're en route to the comms control module. Just need to deal with these guards, quiet-like. Something's not right.
Whoa. Hold on. What's he doing here?
What's that? An explosion? Abara, Pascal, do you copy? Niles, say something.
What the fuck just happened? I see smoke.
Attempting to resuscitate Agent Abara. Please stay clear. An unabridged debrief is not available at this time, but in the parlance of Agent Pascal, some crazy, censored, alert. This unit has lost contact with Agent Pascal. There is a 90% chance she is trapped under rubble, most likely mortally wounded and beyond help. Triage protocols dictate stabilizing Agent Abara's vital signs before commencing recovery efforts. Please secure the area. Attempting to move Agent Abara is not advisable at this time. This unit will relocate Agent Abara to the incognito once he is stabilized or deceased. All other agents are advised to continue with the next mission objective. Please head to the skip labs now. Per Earth Directorate guidelines, an incapacitated agent's equipment is available for team use. Agent Abara's rifle is now yours, Commander. Using it may improve your odds of survival.
Commander, guards are closing in on your location. Agent DeVries, we need an updated tactical report. We've got agents down.
This makes no sense. There were no hostiles in the immediate area. No logical cause for that explosion. There's nothing more we can do for them. This doesn't change our mission. We have no choice but to keep pushing forward.
Stay in time! Stand by for further instructions.
At your post! Is this whole facility gone mad? Something awful has happened. We must be on our guard. Security ops cannot even be reached despite all of my attempts. This should be impossible. The automechs all returned to their charging stations and deactivated. And then there was the explosion. Please, tell me you know what's happening here. Your voice. You're the one I spoke to over the intercom. You're not Maori. I shudder to think of my fate had I let an unauthorized person into the facility. Praise be the matriarch that I was not fooled by your false tongue. Don't attempt to toy with me. I admit, I don't know the cadet myself, but you in no way fit any description I've heard regarding their appearance. I'm nearly certain impersonating a fellow subject is a serious breach of protocol. No, I didn't mean that. What I meant to say is that it is a serious breach of protocol. Dare to threaten me? Guards! I need immediate assistance at the bridge!
going on out there? Did you think shooting up the place was a good idea right now? After what happened to Niles? You need to stop the tomfoolery, take the lift behind you, and get to me as soon as you can. It is imperative we retrieve this unsealed core and escape this station. Commander, be on your guard. I'm picking up increased security activity in your area. They'll be at your location. Any moment.
Or an incepe.
Commander, can you hear us? Something's wrong. We can't get into the skip lab, and DeVries isn't responding to our comms. In other words, we're trapped out here. So don't count on us for backup. We'll be busy.
Help you?
Seeking cover!
Improving position.
Ammunition depleted. Seeking cover.
The skip drive is our legacy. It is our mandate. It is who we are. And it falls to you, the eyes, the ears, the brains of Horizon Point Station to determine who introduced the flaw into our perfect skip drive manufacturing process. We must all fulfill our duty to the Protector, but none of us can do it alone. Remember,
What was enemy operatives?
Refilling my weapon! Sustain!
Shift me to a less exposed spot!
Can't you get anything right? You were supposed to be dead already. And here I was certain an agent known for their academic pursuits would be slowed down by the chance to examine a culture none outside this colony had ever seen. Oh, an infuriating miscalculation on my part, but one that will soon be rectified. Let me put this simply. Simple enough for even you to understand. The grand plan mandates this abomination of an experiment must die. And you along with it. Your righteousness is as unamusing as it is misplaced. I have no expectation to live through this either. Don't you think I would have? Sparing Niles and not having to deal with you would have been preferable were I given the choice. But the plan cares not for our wants. I couldn't risk the delicate balance of the predictions. The mathematical computations involved are very specific. There is no too late. This is happening right on time, as it must. And whether Niles is alive or dead has no bearing on it. Farewell, Commander.
Sovereign's family has been killed by a naturally occurring rift anomaly. High priority alert to all Earth Directorate agents. Contact with Earth has been low.
Identified ships on the edge of Arcadia.
It's no longer just a spacer's choice, it's Anti's choice. Greater value for your bid.
Arcadian citizens, we've come to deliver you from oppression.
They're not hearing me, Val. They were out there for almost 10 years. You know what usually happens when someone left in suspended animation that long.
Explosive cell death may result from extended periods of suspended animation. Death occurs quickly as the human body rapidly liquefies.
Exactly. And it would be my fault it happens. Oh, I never should have stopped looking. I can't face the commander right now. Not like this. I'll be in the cockpit.
Welcome back to consciousness, Commander. Please accept your back pay for the previous mission. It has been prorated according to the mission's failure and your unapproved 3,468-day sabbatical. This unit is not programmed to judge the activities of off-duty agents. Revival protocols mandate a physical and cognitive test to confirm mission readiness. This is to ensure no unexpected changes have occurred regarding your abilities, Commander. Say, assessment complete. It appears you experienced some changes while in suspended animation, but nothing of concern. This unit will update your records accordingly. An event summary will now be provided to improve your situational awareness, Commander. If you feel yourself beginning to liquefy at any point, please notify this unit immediately. Following an aggressive merger between Anti-Cleo's and Spacer's Choice, the new corporate entity known as Anti's Choice invaded Arcadia. Anti's Choice claims they are following market demands and liberating Arcadia through the power of capitalism. Many have died. Unfortunately, their invasion fleet also exacerbated the rift anomaly created by Agent DeVries' sabotage of Horizon Point. This means no ship can enter or leave the colony. The rift also remains a threat to the colony. Current estimations suggest the rift will destroy Arcadia in the next 10 years. Give or take 7 to 8 years. Correct. At some point in the next decade, the rift will result in the complete annihilation of all life in Arcadia. But currently, it is a low to medium priority concern. Agent Ibarra has expressed far more confusion and alarm about Agent DeVries' latest actions. Agent DeVries did indeed survive Horizon Point. This was confirmed when she brought down the old Earth Directorate surveillance satellite earlier this month. The satellite had been gathering information since before your mission. When it fell, it signaled agents across the colony, leading to the discovery of you and Agent DeVries. Agent Ibarra prioritized your recovery above pursuing Agent DeVries. This involved disassembling and rebuilding the astrogator to allow the incognito to travel to your location. This unit has observed a marked improvement in Agent Ibarra's hygiene regiment since the satellite was brought down. He is shaving again and routinely changes his clothing. Final update. Due to the deaths of every other squad member, Agent Ibarra is now a full agent. He is currently in the cockpit. Please extend your congratulations when you see him.
Years and I still can't get my head around what Augustine did. Sacrificing her whole team. And for what? What did our blood pay for? Oh, Commander. Thought you were Val. Glad to see you up and ambling about. And not, human stew. Seems so. Better luck next time, I guess. You know, when I first learned some of the escape pods made it away from the station, I'd hoped. I did search for you, Commander. Just as soon as I was able. Might be you're giving me more grace than I deserve, but either way, thank you. So then, I gather Val's described our state of affairs?
Confirmed. The commander has received a full briefing on the following topics: the invasion of Arcadia, the Rift, and Agent DeVries's survival.
DeVries. Would have been better if she joined the dead. I figured she'd done just that until I got the alert that she brought down the Earth Directorate satellite. If she's of a mind to, she could use the information on that thing to destabilize the Rift and destroy Arcadia. She was one of us, Commander. It's our responsibility to stop her. With your erudite insights, I wager it won't take us long at all to catch her. She's gone to ground now, but as part of her original undercover mission, DeVries was inserted at the Vox Relay Station on Paradise Island. She'd have followed protocol, established a safe room there. Wager that's where we'll find clues as to her present plans and whereabouts. From your lips written into law. Just to be clear, I'm not saying we're strolling up to the Vox station and knock nicely. The Vox is highly restricted and heavily defended. It'd be a death sentence. We might ought to explore the island first, find out what we can. The satellite alert pinged DeVries' tracker in a town, named Fairfield. Wasn't nowhere clear as yours, so we need to poke around a bit. Doubt she's there now, but it seems a better place to start than assaulting her protectorate communications hub.
Records indicate that lockboxes, such as the two housed in this dispenser, were originally part of a failed smuggling operation. Special lockbox keys are needed to open them. After discovering the first lockbox, Agent Ibarra installed this dispenser to house additional lockboxes, which may be located throughout the colony. Unfortunately, due to a jam, the dispenser is currently inoperable. Agent Ibarra deprioritized its repair in order to focus on rescuing you, Commander. Tampering may result in damage to the container's contents. Theorizing. Extracting the contents from the first lockbox may disencumber the dispenser, allowing it to return to normal operations. This unit has an advanced decryption key that can open the first lockbox, Commander. Helpful addendum. Scans also indicate an Anti's Choice dematerializer within the first lockbox, which you may find useful in the discreet disposal of bodies, Commander. An Earth Directorate agent prepares for all eventualities, including but not limited to unpremeditated murder. Additionally, the second lockbox's contents may contain parts to upgrade your Valerie unit. Upgrades are recommended to improve your experience of Valerie. Please do not attempt physical intimacy with your Valerie unit. This unit may suffer occasional wear and tear in the course of performing its operations. Routine maintenance is required. Acknowledged. An upgraded Valerie unit will boost the team's overall level of effectiveness by an estimated 87.3%. Please be on the lookout for any additional lockboxes, which may be stored here for your convenience. Congratulations on your acquisition of the dematerializer. The dispenser is now functioning normally.
Your ability to conceal homicides has also been increased by 85 points.
At the risk of sounding glib, that ain't a good sign.
Correction.
See that thing in the sky there? That'll be the Vox relay.
Vox stations serve as key communication hubs for the Protectorate. Unauthorized visitors are likely to be shot or hanged on sight.
That's why we're headed to Fairfield first. Less chance of us getting shot while picking up.
Engaging combat protocols. Emergency protocols ready.
Ready to waste it. Can't just shoot from the thin air. Ain't nothing there.
ship on the landing pad.
Let's dumbass! Hey! Got a distraction for you!
Waiting to be.
T knows best.
Holler when you're ready for me, Doc. I'll be over here. Definitely not in excruciating pain.
Our rates of sepsis are lower than anywhere else on Eden.
I must ask you to hold still.
Keep your petty skepticism. I'll pay my tab in no time. You'll see. Mark my words. When my deal comes through, I'll have enough bits to own this place.
Nothing says there's a new sheriff in town. Quite like a giant hologram over the town hall. Maybe we ought to go and introduce ourselves.
Stay in line or I'll knock you to the bottom of the org chart.
Yet you see fit to keep me in a constant state of consternation. With each unauthorized act, you jeopardize our hold of Fairfield.
Yes, but you must understand, the Protectorate citizenry is a hair's breadth from defection. Within the week, I'm certain.
Certain. Like the week prior and the week before that. Impressive foresight you wield. Should apply to join the Order of the Ascendant.
It would be difficult enough to convert the stubborn populace without your soldiers' constant, ill-advised forays.
Enough! Your yipping reminds me of my two old canids. I loved those canids. You, on the other hand, are trying my patience. We don't want to try Auntie's patience, do we?
No, Auntie.
Yes, I thought not. Now, unless you care to see what life in the lower rungs looks like, you will both of you cease your foolish maneuvering immediately. Do I make myself clear?
Yes, Auntie.
Good. See that it is done. I will brook no more disappointments. And while you're at it, you might want to look into your security situation, Commander. I'm not accustomed to an audience when addressing my subordinates.
Who in the void? Eavesdropping on Auntie's choice business is like to get a body shot for spine. Though you're not wanting for moxie. I'll give you that.
Now hold a moment, Carr. When opportunity comes visiting, perhaps it's better not to riddle it full of holes. Our new compatriot may be of assistance.
A surprisingly good point, especially from you. She only forbade us using our own personnel. Be a whole other matter were a stranger to happen to aid one of us. But which? Well, you seem an observant sort, so I expect you'll tire of Milver Street's bluster soon enough. Come see me before agreeing to whatever absurdity he proposes. Unlike him, I have some work actually befitting your time. I'll be waiting.
Alone at last. I never thought she'd leave. Now then, allow me to introduce myself. I am D.B. Milver Street, Minister of Marketing, Duke of Demographics, Commercial Condottiere, President of Promotional Material. Tell me, do you believe in signs? Everything happens for a reason. Yes, I can see that kind of line working with our protectorate demographic. I do not believe in signs. I believe in opportunities. Right now, at this moment, you and I have an opportunity to save countless lives. But I'm hardly the type to beg and ask for nothing in return. Tell me, what do you desire of this island?
With that hat? Absolutely not.
Is this a bad time to mention I can read lips? Ambitious, aren't we? Easily the best protected location on Paradise Island. Hardly a place for a stroll. But if you assist me, I promise to get you inside. Better yet, helping me shall result in our saving hundreds of lives. Your conscience shall be renewed. Auntie may demand Carr and I do nothing, but for each moment I remain inactive, dozens fall in meaningless combat. I seek a persuasive method of alleviating this conflict. The Protectorate utilizes a procedure known as mental refreshment to ease the temperament of wayward subjects. The Ministry of Accuracy contains vital information about the process and where it is performed. This is the prize I seek. I previously sent a grafted soldier, Trooper Sealong, to retrieve said information, but I have not heard from her in some time. Consequently, I must presume the worst. Protectorate subjects willingly submit themselves to a kind of mental reset designed to bring them closer to the Protectorate ideal. But I have reason to believe that their system is less rigid than Protectorate leadership would claim. It's ripe for exploitation. Is there a more beautiful phrase? Yes. One additional word of warning. The good Commander Carr shall not take kindly to your working with me, though that is a bridge most worth burning in my estimate. An opportunity to attain my goals and stick my finger in Babylon's eye? Today's as grand as when I led in the performance department showing of Life of a Salesman. Find your way to the Ministry of Accuracy. And if Trooper Sealong is still alive, do send her back here to debrief. She's still contracted to us after all.
Watch out for that Auntie Cleo. I know she don't look, but she's more dangerous than she seems. Even the whole of Spears' Choice couldn't outmaneuver her. Being this close to DeVries, feels like we're finally on track to set the universe aright. Anyway, need something, Commander? It was less merger and more hostile takeover. I don't have all the details, but it sounds like Spacer's Choice tried to outmaneuver Anti-Cleo through quasi-legal means and got a hell of a lot more than they bargained for. And now her new brand's been turned into an invasion force bent on conquering the entire system. Funny how life works out.
Commander, there is a 98.7% chance that hunting Agent DeVries will require greater amounts of ammunition than you currently possess. Ammunition can be purchased at vending machines or crafted at a workbench using materials like this collection of scrap metal and powder.
I can also help you craft items in a pinch when we're out together. Most won't even explode on you.
Welcome, welcome. See anything you like? Well, if it isn't a new face in Fairfield. What I meant to say is that we now have the new improved Purple Berry Crunch. Now with 10% more flavor. Or was it crunch? Like they say, a bit spent today is a bullet fired tomorrow. Hello again. I don't think we were properly introduced. I'm Arthur Crombie. Welcome to More Perfect Goods, a proud Auntie's Choice franchise. I've been working the store going on a few weeks now. Got promoted shortly after Auntie's Choice liberated Fairfield. Still finding my stride with all the marketing suavities, as you witnessed. Advertising's been a right struggle to get a hold of, much to my chagrin. Well, advertising is an essential part of my business. But I haven't got any new products to advertise. Just the same stock I had yesterday. And the day before that. According to the guide, in situations such as this, I'm to consult my marketing department for new copy. Except I don't have one of those either. I didn't want to seem discourteous by asking. I still sometimes forget this isn't the Protectorate. Maybe I will put in the request. That'll sure show some initiative. Thanks for all your help. Now, is there anything I can do for you? Sure thing. Exit encouragement. Hold on, that's not right. Just a moment, I'll remember. When you want better than the best, think more perfect goods. Say, I think I'm getting a handle on this. Top rungers, here I come.
Industrial microwave is right for you.
The prodigal freelancer returns. Do not leave me in suspense. The information, do you have it? I do not claim to enjoy being left to stew in my anxieties. I'm already near the end of this month's stimulant allotment.
This stuff? They must be storing something good in there.
Yeah, guns, art.
Might I have a word, Commander?
Don't go into that cheap saloon if you got a lick of gumption. They got no tolerance for it. Why do you think I'm out there?
Do I look approachable? Because I'm not.
Pleasure not doing business with you.
Ectoplasm. Wait. Nope. That's Tarot X.
It must be the greenhouse. You know, one where that Emily is supposed to be moving stolen goods. I know I've been pushing to find DeVries, so this might seem a bit of a left turn. Avoid it. I'm just gonna ask. Got an old friend here on the island. The doctor who patched me up after Horizon Point. Ex-protectorate, a good man. Tracked him to Westport a short time ago, but never got up the nerve to visit. Reckon we could drop by and pay him a visit? Brief one, of course. Not sure he'd still consider me such, but that's part and parcel of the reason I want to see him. I had some bad years on my own. Now with you here being part of a team, this might sound a mite soppy, but I feel like I could be a proper agent again. That starts with writing accounts. This friend of mine, Zebulon Tran, I let him down. And I've been chewing on that live wire for a while. Too long, maybe. After I recovered from Horizon Point, Zeb and I ran together for a spell, doing what we could to help folks in difficult spots, fighting protectorate tyranny in small ways. Too small for Zeb, as it turned out. He was unhappy before I showed up, and after, well, all my directorate talk fired him up even more. I had my orders. I was to stay low. Couldn't let the protectorate catch wind of an Earth Directorate agent in its midst. But Zeb, he kept pushing to take more extreme action. I agree. But the problem with burning down a city is finding ways out for all the innocent folk trapped inside it. That wasn't the goal anyway. Just helping out where we could. We worked hard, but the Protectorate's arbiters and sentinels worked harder. Often than not, our help only made targets of the folks whose lives we were trying to improve. Didn't matter what we did. Arcadia was still caught under the Protectorate's boot. Guess some of what you said way back when stuck. All that talk about putting people first. Figured that's what I was doing. Putting a stop to all the pain I was causing. Anyway, things weren't good. Zeb and I couldn't find the rhythm we had before. We were arguing every day. Eventually, cutting ties just seemed for the best. Clean like. Only later I learned Zeb hadn't given up the struggle like I assumed he would. He got to stay in mental refreshment for his trouble. That's the last I heard of him, till recent. Much appreciated, Commander. Promise, I won't be making a habit of pulling skeletons out of my closet. Westport's on the east side of the island. I tracked Zeb to somewhere on its outskirts, but never got up the nerve to visit before now. We ought to start there.
simply not credulous enough to accept. I'd welcome you, would-be consumer, but we are not a retail operation. Please visit the various consumer locations around Fairfield for all your purchasing needs. I have far too many claims on my time to be able to cater to the curious at the moment. I was meant to have help, but they lacked the barest amount of gray matter it takes to keep from getting locked up by excessive corporate malfeasance. So, I'm on my own here. Breaking my back, trying to buttress all these vines on top of all my other jobs. Oh, the bits I wouldn't pay for some of those mechs the Protectorate used to work this place. So, is there anything else, or can I get back to work? Really? Feel you're entitled to that information, do you? Because all these plants were unknown inside Auntie's choice. And there's a good chance we can make something of them. Though I expect word any day that the big brains in R&D will have tweaked and twisted these plants so they're better than nature. Then we push the new product on the market. And my contract says I get 0.003427% of net after development, testing, packaging, advertising, and distribution costs. So you know, this is a pretty big deal for me. Well, I've got a lot left to do and not much time left to do it in, so you can show yourself out.
Going to need to find the trap?
You certainly can't have mine.
No signs of corrosion. Exhaust man. You just stopping by to admire the mines, or is there something I can help you with? Only becomes a problem if the objects start talking back. Make my job a whole lot easier if they would, though. See this system here? It deploys extreme countermeasures against overhead attacks in the form of aerial explosives, oft referred to as sky mines by those who prefer brevity. However, the whole thing is currently non-operational. Some problem with the lifting mechanism. No lift means no sky mines. No sky mines means the enemy can blow in like a bad sail, and we'll all be passing in our bits before you can say, "Gee, nice weather we're having today." Not unless your talent interruption matches your knowledge of lifting mechanisms? Like it's that easy, huh? All right, let's see you try then. I was being sarcastic, you ninny. I wouldn't trust you near a macrowave, let alone a system capable of deploying incendiary devices. Go do something that's not being in my way. Look at a cloud. Touch some grass. Imagine that'll keep you safely occupied a while. All right, baby. It's just me and you again. Now, how's about we figure out what's wrong?
People think I got ejected from the saloon because I'm 3 sheets to the wind. Well, maybe I am drunk.
Leave me be.
Have you two come to mock me like your fellow dullards? Perhaps if you rub together your only 2 brain cells, you might even come up with something approaching cutting. No. Wait. You're not some corporate simpleton, are you? On the contrary, you have the manner of an officer about you. Someone who understands the substantive weight of command. It's in the way you carry yourself, like a ship with the slightest amount of drag. You've seen death, suffered defeat. Did you perhaps lose soldiers in a battle recently? Yes, I understand what you mean completely. Time does not always do the work we hope it will. It blunts the bitterness of failure, at best. Please, allow me to start over. I am Warden Sterling, dedicated servant of the Protector of Arcadia and caretaker of worlds, the Sovereign Henry Varick. I think it best we end our conclave here. Be on your way before you draw attention to either of us.
You're thinking too small, Murph. I'd put money on the Protectorate stashing treasure inside. A whole pool of bits enough to swim in.
It's a constabulary, not a bank. And certainly not some kind of gold-filled swimming hole. Besides, these Protectorate lack imagination. Never had an original thought wasn't written down for them first. Like I told you before, it's probably just guns.
Fresh blood in the talent pool around here with these Protectorate defectors. Not sure how I feel about that, except that I hate it.
Ask them defectors if they miss anything about Protectorate life. They say these rifts are like disturbances in reality.
Banter else.
Elsewhere. Disturbed.
Doc said nothing important got hit.
Nothing important. Turret shot her 15 times. No way that didn't do something.
I'm gonna get back to base.
Why choose just any choice when you could choose Auntie's choice? Remember, Auntie knows best.
Spare me your sales pitch.
The prodigal freelancer returns. Do not leave me in suspense. The information, do you have it? Go visit the ministry and retrieve the information on mental refreshment, as we discussed. Return once you possess it. I've some faint recollections of the fuzz beneath my hat. Perhaps I saw such a name amidst my perusal of the Protectorate domicile assignment records. The record room is in this building. You have my permission to peruse at your leisure.
Sure has some cheek to put the Earth Directorate symbol on her wall after everything she's done.
My cover story has worked. I am safely ensconced at the Vox station, assigned to the lowly Information Input and Retrieval Department. Seems a colony so certain of its absolute control over its subjects can be less than rigorous when it comes to security. I was able to easily widen out a space behind the walls of the main control room to establish my safe room, giving me unfettered access to the communication transfer conduits. I have hacked into their system downstream from the security protocols, so I am able to infiltrate their entire system with them being none the wiser. While I have little doubt as to the success of our mission, trepidation still gnaws at me. Though I cannot say why. Perhaps it is simply the normal mission commencement jitters. I thought my duties complete. Information gathered, reports filed, preparations made. I'd even created a fictitious identity and work transfer to Horizon Point Station well ahead of schedule, in order to keep anyone from tracking my movements upon commencing the mission. All that was left was the waiting. Or so I thought. Then, troubling information came to light. I've seen the numbers. I've seen the equations. While I don't understand all of it, I understand enough to know it is the truth. And I am the only one in a position to act upon it. Though it means the betrayal of my team and the duty I swore to uphold. But can I? I did it. They are all dead. And I am still alive. I had not expected this. I had prepared no alibi, and so felt assured my ruse would be discovered and I'd not have to carry this burden. But the complete gullibility of the Protectorate subjects cannot be underestimated, it seems. My threadbare excuse of my grievous wounds as pitchball injuries was accepted without question. I can only keep telling myself it had to be done. Something which becomes harder by the day as the rift anomaly grows in the sky. But it was all part of the plan. Wasn't it?
I can't believe this. Void me if I understand any of this. DeVries sold us out for what? Because of a few equations? Some dots and lines on a graph? Good fucking law. I mean, she wasn't a damn scientist. She said it herself. She didn't understand all of it, the math. So what was she thinking? Oh, yeah? And how many of those colleagues went and blew up a space station on account of it? Damn it! I never wanted to talk about this. I wanted to just leave it alone. Told myself, no point in dredging up the past. Should have known it wouldn't rest. DeVries may have saved me on Triangulum, but I wasn't the only one looked up to her. Lots of the other recruits talked about her too, back at the academy. We all thought she was the pinnacle of what an agent should be. Tough, smart, any job she couldn't get done. And better and faster than everyone else. Inspired all of us. Reckon so. Somewhat embarrassing how much worship we all put on her name. You put a tool in my hand, I would have built monuments to her. Figured my own career could be just that. Doing for others what she done for me. Never imagined I'd actually get to work with her. Me, some nobody from Triangulum. And then she betrayed us. Tried telling myself it was an accident, but now we've got the cold, hard proof it wasn't. Law only knows why she trusted the Order's numbers. Ain't cynical if it turns out true. DeVries was willing to sacrifice us. I have to know what for. I mean, she always struck me as so pragmatic, real sensible-like. Never figured she'd go all in on predictions from a bunch of monks. Done some good, too. Even I can admit that not everyone following the plan is a fanatic. But when those beliefs start to require hurting others, even killing them, that's worth questioning their virtue. If only DeVries had shared in our good judgment, huh? Whatever her plans, she started putting them in place while stationed undercover at the Vox Relay. Our next point of order ought to be getting in there. Reckon there's got to be someone on the island who can help us with that. Let's keep asking around. Friendly-like.
them coming. I can do this all day.
Get us some kudos from management.
Abara, you failed to take your daily supplements 3 days in a row. Vitamins are a vital tool in aiding wound healing and achieving your long-term health goals.
We've talked about this, Val. Ain't polite airing folks' private health information.
Engaging hostile weapons.
Trigger finger's still tight! Bet we can sneak in there. Let's try, Commander.
You there. Keep your hands where I can see them. Stranger, consider yourself lucky that I've been ordered to not open fire unless fired upon. I will not suffer an outsider to trespass and trample further through our lands. Turn back from this bridge now, lest my ever-depleting prudence be spent. If you are not a loyal Protectorate subject, you will not cross this bridge. Be grateful I do not judge with such haste as my superior to the north, Brigadier Montelli. He's been fervent of late, looking for any Protectorate subjects who have displayed disloyalty in his estimation. Any associations with wrongdoers results in swift execution. That has, unfortunately, put many folk in his sights, myself included. And so we wait for the proverbial axe to fall. You actually believe you can contend with him. You are mistaken. He'll cut you open gleefully, then issue you demerits for bleeding on the floor. And you also have no business at the relay, as far as I can surmise. You dare to propose an arrangement? I may have need of your help, stranger, if you are ready to seize an opportunity to show fealty to the Protectorate. I know of 2 traitors who yet remain on this island. Bring them to me, and I'll dispose of them before the Brigadier questions my loyalty and deems me guilty by association. In return, I shall grant you clearance to cross the bridge. Fair exchange, wouldn't you say?
A lot more folks are gonna die if we don't catch up to DeVries. We have to consider our options, even the ugly ones. If these folks are deserving, maybe it's worth it.
I commend you for your eager interest. I think 2 traitors in particular. First is Ida Rutledge, a worker at Spire Grove. I once had utmost respect for her. We were... oh, damn it all, we were friends. When the Grove went silent during the invasion, I assumed she'd fought to the death as any subject would. But reportedly, she's not only failed to die, but is also teaching the enemy soldiers how to use the equipment. Conspiring against us. Such treachery is unconscionable. The second traitor I seek is Charlton Weintrot of Westport. He is, unfortunately, my cousin, and most assuredly a disgrace to our line. He too failed to die defending his home during the invasion alongside the other residents of Westport. They'll be seen to in time. But Charlton, well, I must deal with him personally. Oh, how I anticipate wiping that smug expression off his face. Are these orders clear?
Time and place, Commander. Time and place.
Your humor leaves much to be desired. But so long as you deliver what I seek, I will resist opening fire in retribution. Now go. Remember, Once I have both traitors apprehended, you may cross the bridge. But beware if you step out of line. Other subjects may not be so generous with their deal-making as I. Farewell.
Disruptive influences!
Ready to take the heat off you, Commander. Just say when.
I couldn't hit the broadside of a freighter. Over here! Free hole in the head!
Seeking shelter! Breaking for cover!
And loaded. Let's get the signal.
All the ones you need to worry about. You lot couldn't hit the broadside of a freighter.
about ready.
What? Something.
Strategy.
And I'll take care of him, Commander. Nobody around. Hey, got a distraction for you. I'm the one you need to worry about.
Confronting threat.
Let me know when you need a distraction.
His gaze sees all. Come on out. My talk is over. Remain vigilant. Make plain your intentions. We are out there. Attack me forever. Say, they wander off. Virtue. Every part is.
Over here! Free hole in the head!
189393A. There is no place.
Locked and stocked.
You are hereby sentenced to death for the crime of desertion.
No! Wait, I beg of you! I was just afraid of Montelli! He's taken leave of his mental faculties! His way is no longer that of the sovereign! Why can't you see that? Quiet.
A lot of protectorate strung up there. Dead or dying slow.
Damned
What in the
bodies.
void's going on
Why
here?
can't we just bury the lot of them? Theoretically, it shall take me 4 hours to hang 8 bodies. But Montelli killed 6 more yesterday, and my shift only goes for 3 more hours. Sovereign's mercy. I fear hanging all these corpses is beyond my capabilities, and I certainly need no distractions. What is it you want? Why would I do that? And be mindful, if you haven't your transfer orders, I don't have time to waste going idly back and forth with you. You are correct. If I were to let you in without apprehending you and placing you into these gibbets, it would cost me my life. Remember, the Sovereign sees all. May his grace be upon you. Area's off limits.
Things take time, Commander.
Sorry, ain't ready yet.
Commander, watch the fight!
Target reacquired.
Resuming hostility. Enter. Commencing combat-related activities. Apologies. Emergency protocols on ready.
Combat! Over here! Free hole in the head!
Protocols not yet charged. Emergency protocol surrender.
Love to, but I'm not ready. Ready to waste them on your command. Hey, got a distraction for you. Come at me. Stay calm, Commander.
We're pushing ahead!
Just get the signal.
Everything all right?
Give the order, and I'll take care of him, Commander.
Enthusiastically recognizing unfriendlies.
Potential combatants in the vicinity.